are there also maybe benefits to getting more HANA into our IT kind of ecosystem in the EPM space before we kind of venture down the big S4 migration?
Yeah, Rob, that's a great point. I mean, I always when we talk to customers, we say, when you do a phased approach on a project, phase two usually goes better than phase one, and phase
Mhm.
three usually better than phase two. Well, why is that? Well, that's because of the institutional knowledge development. As you go through different phases of technology with the same people and processes, there's going to be improvement, both because they're upskilling, they're understanding the products better, and the business processes are refined. Well, one of the things we've noticed, if you introduce CCH Tagetik, perhaps you're running ECC and you're planning to start your S4 journey by introducing CCH Tagetik up front, you're introducing the HANA technologies and you're starting the upskill process before your S4 journey. And that's hugely valuable because you're priming your S4 project. If you think about an ERP implementation, that is one of the most disruptive and high risk ventures an organization can take. And why not, if you can, why not upskill before you take the risk and the disruption to help make that process smoother? And I think that's one of the unexpected benefits of implementing CCH Tagetik in advance, is really to prime that process and offset risk on your S4 implementation.
So, what are some of the drawbacks of maybe going with an EPM upgrade before your ERP transformation? And I think one that comes top of mind to many organizations is a fear of a bunch of throwaway work, right? Hey, I've just went through my EPM transformation. I've got everything hooked up into SAC for data visualization using built-in integration. And I've also set up a bunch of connections to bring that data into Tagetik or another EPM tool. And then when I go to S4, I got to redo my entire EPM implementation, right? So is it all throwaway work? And, what I would provide as maybe just a school of thought, right, to kind of that common question is take a look at the flexibility of the different EPM tools your organization might be evaluating and try to understand, do they have a flexible data model, right, that can change and adapt to maybe new business dimensions that are coming in S4 HANA? Do they have pre-built connectors that can integrate directly into S/4HANA, potentially even in real time, right? And maybe one I would also ask, can they provide cost certainty on any sort of rework before you even go through the S4 migration? Because I think with any vendor, there will be at minimum a little bit of rework to point the EPM tool to the new data source, right? So can the vendor work with you as an organization to put a not to exceed? That's maybe 10 or 15% of the total initial project. And if they bite on that, chances are they'll truly stand by their word saying, there's not that much rework.
CCH Tagetik is the only SAP certified CPM solution in the marketplace. So when it comes to an IT organization perspective, CIO, you have the confidence at that point. You're ensured that the connectivity, the integration, the performance, and the scalability all meets SAP standards. So so that if you're a CIO or and you're an SAP partner, rest assured that Tagetik is the only CPM solution that offers that kind of assurance, right? And then also, if you look at SAP strategy, I mean, looking beyond into 2025 and beyond, it's this connect everything approach, which is really S4 is the digital core of the organization, and then everything else connects to that. I think Tagetik augments that SAP strategy perfectly with the use of real-time data access. S4 digital core, it's really connect everything real time, and Tagetik uses the SDA, SDI, and HANA-based technologies to actually provide that real-time connection.
To watch the full Accelerate Finance Transformation with CCH Tagetik, powered by SAP webinar, Simply scan the QR code or visit bit.ly/CCH Tagetik-SAP.